Will you say this sets like a new standard for you if you're gonna be on a talk show?
Why do I lie every day?
When it's over, you just kind of want to get out.
Right.
Thank you. Welcome to Snipers on the Roof, the only show shot from on top of roofs from around the globe, interviewing people in the business, the industry, the film world. Rob, what do you think of this roof? Yeah, no, it's a cool roof. We've got some great guests today. We've got Ginny Norris, she's a photographer / interior designer. And then we've got Brian Quijada performing a little excerpt from his one-man show, Where Did We Sit on the Bus? Okay, let's check in on the weather with Dylan. Dylan, how's the weather?
No Dylan, he's actually camping. I'm Niall.
Oh, it's Niall Fisher, ladies and gentlemen. He's our commercial and editorial stylist. Give him a hand.
Yay!
So, yeah, how's the weather?
It's hot, I'm dying.
It's hot, I'm dying.
Okay. Bangs on the music. Let's get some music so I can transition and sit over next to Rob. Amazing music. Amazing music. What was that tune, Bangs? You know, I'm kind of having second thoughts about Bangs as the DJ.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, he's a great DJ skills. It's just as an interfacer.
I mean, he's got that whole disgruntled Zach Galifianakis thing going for him.
Yeah. I guess, you know, that's cool, but I kind of like someone welcoming, inspiring, cool.
Yeah, but where are we gonna find someone like that? They're not gonna wanna hang out with us.
I mean, if we'd known them since they were like a kid, like a nephew, for example, or maybe we could trick them like Colts do, they'd hang out with us.
Yeah, I don't know. Bangs ain't so bad.
Yeah. You hear that?
Yeah,
What is that?
it's so soothing.
Hello?
Hello?
Who's that? Who's there?
I'm Dax.
Hey, I'm Rob.
Who are you?
I'm Charlie, man.
Oh, look at that. We're in a womb. We're in a womb, Rob.
Get a womb.
And Charlie, do you already know your name? That's great. Did your parents seek out your gender?
I named myself, Zach. I mean, and what do you mean, parents? I only got this one lonely, angry woman.
Oh. Ooh. She kicked your dad to the curb?
He got shot.
Shot by the police?
By my mama.
Oh, okay. So not by the police.
My mama is a cop.
Okay.
Oh, looks like your umbilical cord's covered in glitter.
You bet it is. It's always a party here in Chez Charlie, and I'm VIP.
See, he's cool. He's really cool. Yeah, I think he's gonna give us that edge when he grows up to really give our show that coolness it needs. So listen, Charlie, maybe you could help us out. How would you like to become our new musical director?
Sure, player. I got you. Call me Troublemaker.
Hot like Halloween, jalapeno peppers. Mid-June Argyle sweaters. Facts and tax documents, sensitive info. Secretary Nympho, phone calls, hold them all. Pissing all over the company toilet stall. Flush, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Let me show you suckers how to get this fucking revenue. Take notes and study my moves, that's what you better do. Escalade limos tinted and it's full of holes hanging on my every word, bitch. That's how it goes. Couple of O's in my bankroll. I'm a I bet you bouncing checks like basketball.
Our new musical director, everybody, Troublemaker, give him a hand. We'll be right back with our guest, Ginny Norris.
Yeah.
Here's a word from our sponsors.
I make the profit while you take the loss. I should remind you, of course.
Do you want to chat with a regular guy?
Are you at all interested? Are you curious to chat?
We're here, just waiting for your call.
I'll be right with you.
It's absolutely free and completely straight. Are you curious what we're up to?
We're just hanging out, doing guy stuff.
Dial the number on your screen and we promise to pick up.
I mostly just like watching videos on YouTube.
Call us now. We'll be around.
Our first guest, she is a photographer, a hot number from Chelsea, a Iowan, Ginny Norris, everybody. Hey, you can't just ignore her, you have to hug her. Come on, good hug. So, Ginny, tell us, you're a photojournalist, give me some background on that. How did you get interested, involved with photography?
Sure. Well, I moved to New York about 14 years ago to go to school to study photography. After school, started working for a photographer's rep as a producer. And since then, I've been a photo editor, I've been a location scout. I've worked in a lot of different realms of the industry, so I feel like that's made me pretty well-rounded. And then eventually I started, really shooting my own.
You've shot images all over the world. You've some really cool cultural studies. Is it difficult to get the trust of indigenous peoples like the nomadic Mongolians you shot?
It can be hard depending on the type of people.
How many times they've been conned?
I mean, yeah, and then I shot the Maasai tribe in Kenya, and a majority of them, they don't want to be shot. That's just like against their religion, and so, definitely having to use a translator to kind of coerce some of them into letting me take their portrait. As for like the Mongolians, they're definitely a very humble culture. They're, very down to earth and welcoming, They would definitely invite me into their home and give me milk and their cheese from their camels, and I definitely had a hard time drinking that and eating that all the time, but when you're not speaking the same language, you feel like you have to ingest their goodies.
Especially if you're taking their soul with your camera, which is probably
very true.
Their religion is. What's been your hardest project to shoot?
Probably my Chernobyl project. That was definitely very depressing. I was there by myself shooting it, and I interviewed all the liquidators who actually cleaned up after Chernobyl, and they told me stories about how many of their friends had died from cancer, and I mean, it was just really wow, this is still a real issue there.
Yeah. Do you prefer working with people or still life?
I mean, definitely people, but I think that over the past 2 years, I've been shooting a lot more food, especially, and I think I'm really kind of honing in on lighting and really my technical side more with still life, which I'm actually really starting to love a lot more.
And I guess that ties into the whole transition you've made to interior design. You sort of have to know how to take photos of what you're doing now. Can you tell us about your interior design jump?
Yeah, sure. Well, I was a photo editor at Metropolitan Home Magazine, which was an interior design magazine before it folded. I was cruising Craigslist and found a young couple in Brooklyn looking for interior designers, so I responded and I got the job, which was crazy because I have no prior experience, no schooling, no training, anything. But I've always loved interior design.
What was the look? Was it woody or metallic? What was their thing?
They were worldly, I guess, chic, if you want to put it down, break it down like that. Yeah, I got that job, and then I all of a sudden was like, I should just get some more jobs, so I did. Yeah. I posted out on Craigslist, and I, within a month, had 5 other jobs. I would say a majority of my jobs have been off Craigslist.
Wow.
And I did apartment on Central Park West. I mean, it's crazy that people go to Craigslist.
It's crazy because you never know what kind of perverts might end up rearranging your kitty room. What advice do you have for young people trying to break into the photography game or the interior design game?
strictly speaking about photography, I think just keep shooting all the time. I think you should be shooting constantly. I think you're always going to be, thinking in a more creative state if you're constantly shooting. With interior design, that I think, some people may feel more comfortable if they have some training or some schooling. In my case, I didn't have any training and I, just went for it. I think if you have that confidence and that creative eye, then you can also do that, but you have to be really driven for sure.
Well, thank you very much, Jen.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure.
For coming. Did you have any questions?
Yeah, have you ever worked with Wally Scampton?
I have never had the pleasure of working with him, but I would love to. Incredible.
Who's Wally Scampton?
You don't know Wally Scampton?
You don't know Wally Scampton?
No, should I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this business, there's a lot of things you have to learn early. It's not who you know, it's not what you know, it's just plain old no.
You can call him what you want. Producer, legend, money man, but his no has a Midas touch.
Wally is like the American Indian. He is an American treasure, and he is a dying breed.
A lot of producers will cut corners to make dreams come true. Wally doesn't care about dreams.
A lot of people call me because they know that I'm a quality show. They also know that when they work with Wally, they're going to be a success.
Being told no from Wally is better than a yes from Spielberg.
Warner Brothers? Yeah, this is Wally. You want me to do what? I don't think you have any idea what you're doing. The next sound you hear will be walking.
No job's too big for Wally Scampton. They're all too small. Harvey Weinstein said that once. Not to me, but someone.
I tell them each and every time, you want $1 million shot? Give me 2.5 to work with, and you might have a shot. Otherwise, I walk.
I can't even count all the movies he turned down. Alive, all the National Lampoons.
Any movies about space, any movies that took up space on your shelf, he refused to buy them.
IMDb is launching a sister site just to catalog all the films that Wally Scampton has turned down.
I got asked to work on Last of the Mohegans. I told them, Wally doesn't do anything last. I'm either first or I walk.
I mean, I think if you got a yes from Wally, you would really doubt the value of your production.
I mean, he once turned down cancer treatment.
He turned down a Ken Burns documentary. He wouldn't even have to do anything.
I said, Fincher, do you know what the #1 rule of the Fight Club is? You walk.
He sees everything. It's penny here, penny there. He knows where that penny goes.
You know how? No one does, because he doesn't write his budget down.
Okay, he knows exactly how much that light costs, how much insurance on that lady behind the camera costs, and he can probably hear that you have a heart murmur too, and that you probably shouldn't even be on this shoot.
You cannot make a movie about slaves and pay slave wages.
The best film that Wally's ever produced. There's one with Ben, Tom.
Oh, my favorite Wally film, that's so easy. He,
Harry Potter.
I called Wally one day, got his voicemail, just said no, and it wouldn't let me leave a message.
Wally has relationships with everybody. You need a dinosaur, you need a real one, you need an animatronic one, you need helicopters, you need a battleship, you want someone to sink your battleship.
You need Brangelina giving birth? He's got that tape.
I'm in the middle of shooting, and I stopped and I thought, what would Wally do? So I walked, and like the production day collapsed, I'm sure we lost a lot of money, but what a rush it was.
We could all be a little bit more like Wally.
If you try to walk forward, you can't look backwards. If you try to look backwards, you can't walk forwards. I shouldn't have to explain that to you, should I?
Wally Scampton, everybody. The guy seems kind of like a jerk. Ginny Norris, thank you so much for coming on. It was a pleasure. Let's do this. Yes. And we'll be right back with Brian Quijada after this word from, well, we'll see. We don't know.
Can other chat lines offer you everything that regular guys chat can? Let's take a closer look.
I'm just hanging out.
doing guy stuff.
Did you see that sports ball game?
Did you get the loan or not?
I am a grown man.
I'm having a real tough run too.
No, I don't have any brothers.
Yes.
Do you think I'm not being honest with you?
Professional, earnest, perfect.
Regular guys chat.
Since 2011, we've delivered.
Black bra, pink thong, white sarong, nothing on.
Some videos are worth keeping. Some need more than 6 seconds. Some just mean more when they're made with friends. That's why there's Peep Squeeze. We make collaborative video possible and easier than ever before. When you and your friends film with Peep Squeeze, your videos connect together in real time to create one video. Peep Squeeze, where friends' videos unite. Available on the App Store and Google Play. And you can be happy as these people in this stock footage. Hey, hi. We are back from his one-man show, Where Did We Sit on the Bus? Was that the name of the show? From Chicago, Illinois. Brian Quijada!
Oh my, oh me, my suits just be everybody's cup of tea when they're walking down the street. So I let fly, my wings are tie and I'll walk by. See me from your window seat. My, oh me, my suits just be everybody's cup of tea when they're walking down the street. So I let fly, my wings are tie and I'll walk by. See me from your window seat. I've always wanted to have a closet full of suits with classy, snazzy ties and Italian boots to match and catch people checking me out. So psyched out by the pinstripe doing chin wipes from the Jewel of Bar. Cause what they saw was a man in a single-breasted and uncontested super show. Looking so bad I should be arrested, yo. Oh my, oh me, my suits just be everybody's cup of tea when they're walking down the street. So I let fly, my wings are tie and I'll walk by. Now if you can walk the walk and you can talk the talk like a dog. Cock to the walk, talk to the block, and the flock locks onto your socks. Brightly colored to accentuate your three-piece box. Chest puff, ties tough, the cuff exposed enough for your racket clean shaven with 5 o'clock scruff. Wanna look clean and professional? The suits are obsessional, no pressure though. Can't afford it? We'll also sell you a polo. No, that shit won't suffice. I want a closet full of suits. Now what's the final price? Oh my, oh me, my suits just be everybody's cup of tea when they're walking down the street. So I let fly, my wings are tie and I'll walk by. I don't have a closet full of suits, cause the fruits of my labor favor food and shelter. A welterweight in a financial world, a contender. I know there's plenty of spenders living in this American splendor. My, oh me, suits might not be my cup of tea, cause I can't afford the fee. But every chance I'll get, I'll let fly. My wings are tied, and I'll walk by. Pretending.
Brian Quijada, everybody. Again, from his one-man show, Where Did We Sit on the Bus? Rob, anything you want to tell the audience before we get out of here?
I love you.
I love you. That's what he just said. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good evening. Snipers on the Roof.
Tell you twice, it's second time will be as nice. I could change your whole life for the worse. The unemployment line or hustle or grab a 9 and put it to that old lady's spine for her purse. Damn, a downward spiral. And all this began when I decided to fire you. You should have been happy with the staples and paper clips. Mondays, you're 2 weeks off and shitty benefits. Instead, you're broke, project bound. Me, vacationing on the Long Island Sound, catching fish with a bat.